Let's begin first.
Samuel, please mute your mic, Samuel.
Okay, it's like the class has not started. Hello?
The facilitator said you should mute your mic. You're saying class has not started.
Please, can we mute all our mics, please?
Move yourself now.
Please. Thank you.
I don't understand.
Thank you. Please, let's remain muted. Don't unmute yourself unless I ask you to mute or to unmute yourself. Please, we are recording. So I want to welcome all of you to the class today. Aliyu, I want to thank you. For all of you that were around last week, I want to thank all of you. Despite the slight challenges we had, some of you went on break, then you later came back to join. So today, without wasting much of our time, because we have lost some time now, I want to maybe revise what we did last week for the benefit of those that missed the class. So we want to just briefly look through it and then just start. So I want to share screen. All right. So by way of introduction, for those of you that today is your first day in class, next week I wouldn't do that again. So I expect you to access the recorded video of the past sessions. So you all know it is GST707, a guide to the distance learner. Then looking at this slide, you will see distance learning. Distance learning as it's practiced in different places. Some people may say, oh, this one is social distancing. No, distance learning has existed before COVID-19. And so we can say that COVID-19 distance learning made people to be very comfortable when social distancing was introduced. So you can see from this slide, let me try and expand it a little bit so that you can see it. You can see from this slide, some people are sitting separately, maybe behind their house. This one is just sitting down, maybe in the front of his house. This one is standing up. This one they are like that, all over the place. They are not located in the same compound. They are not even in the same house. They may not even be from the same city or country, but they are learning at the same time. So also, as you yourself, you are in your own place, maybe in your office, maybe in your house, anywhere, but you are not with me. You are accessing this lecture. So distance learning is what we are experiencing now. Now, what about this course? What is it all about? Somebody might say, what is it all about, distance learning? Is it just because I'm staying in a different place? No, it's not because of that, but GST707 is a 2-credit unit course, just by way of introduction, and it is compulsory for both the undergraduates and the postgraduates like you, because some of you might be wondering, GST, I did GST in my undergraduate level, especially those of you coming from the conventional university. You will say, GST again, this kind of GST is quite different from the one you did at your undergraduate level, especially if you are coming from a national university, because this one, I call it the foundation to your learning as a distance learner. Your foundation, yes. Why do I say so? It is a course that will help you to organize yourself because you are a very busy person. All distance learners, I believe that all of you are very busy. You are working and you are learning at the same time. So why won't you be busy? You are busy. You want to make progress in your business or career. You also want to make progress in your academics as a distance learner. So how do you marry the two together without having problems, without either of them suffering? That is what this course is about, to guide you to achieve. And so it is designed to guide you to achieve your goal. And that goal is success in your academics, not only in this course, in other courses, because this course is not the only course that you enrolled in now. You enrolled other courses. So if you understand this course very well, it will help you to have an all-round success. So I want you to understand that. And so I want to believe, without asking anybody, all of you want to make progress in this program, in this ODL. When I use the word ODL, I am simply referring to open and distance learning. So in the course of our study, you'll be hearing me using ODL very often. So ODL for short is open and distance learning. And so what is the intended learning outcome? What is it that will be the overall your overall gain after you have completed this very course? And I mean this GST707. It will help you to study on your own. That is one thing, because like I said before, you are a very busy person. It will help you to study on your own at your own pace. Nobody will push you. It will help you to get focused. It will help you to be organized. It will help you to plan out your time, to manage your time, because time is very, very luxurious to you. That time, this course will help you to manage it, to plan your program, your business program, your academic, how you read, when to read, and helping you to understand your peculiar nature as an individual. Then it will also help, like I said, it will help you to identify your studying techniques to adopt for your success. It will help you to know that, oh, everybody have their own unique nature. We are differently made. So I don't have to look at A and behave like A or do exactly how A is doing for me to study. What do I mean by that? There are some people, they learn better in a noisy environment. They learn better when they are stressed out. They learn better under pressure. There are some people, their own is that everywhere has to be quiet. If you are someone like me, I'm very, very sensitive to noise. So when I see other people maybe learning, they carry their book in a beer parlor or anywhere, they are opening it, I don't laugh at them. I don't laugh at them. Like if we take a look at this first slide, you will see this person is standing up. He's standing up. To some people, you say, what kind of person is this one? He's just standing up. What is how can you be standing up and you are reading? This might be the only way he can understand what he's reading. This might be the only way. If I dare it, I may not understand anything. I will just be flipping through the page. That is his own peculiar nature. And this other person, you look at how he's sitting down, and you will say, this person is very unserious. Then look at this lady down here. You can see the way she's seated. Most uncomfortable to me, but that is the only way what she's reading can internalize. And so that is what this course will help you to do. Then, of course, another thing again is that you might be saying, well, talk is cheap. How can I achieve success in this course? You might be asking yourself that. The first thing is you have taken the first step by participating in this online session. That is the first step. Some people will say, must I attend the online session? After all, they don't even mark attendance. Yes, we don't mark attendance, so to say, but we do. And I can assure you, if you attend this class regularly, there are certain things that you will understand better. And one of the things that attending an online session does is that read ahead. When you are coming, write down your questions so that when you come, you ask the question, send it as a chat, and we will treat it so that everybody will also benefit, because you may not be the only one having such challenge. So a regular participation on online session is one. Then participate in forum discussion. Then read the study units. The study units is there in your study materials, GST707 study materials. The modules are there, and in each of the modules is made up of four modules, and in each unit, the ILOs are there to guide you. And so another thing again, I did say it, watch videos of the previous sessions. You can watch it several times, not just once, not twice. You watch it several times until you are able to understand what is being taught. Then try and do all the assignments and other academic activities. Try and do all the assignments that is given, like the TMA and all other assignments. Try and do it and submit. It will help you. When you do all this and more, of course, you will achieve success. You will achieve success. There's no doubt about it. You must achieve success. Then, like I did say, the course is made up of modules and units. It's made up of 4 modules, module 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it has 16 study units. Each unit has its own ILOs. What do we mean by ILOs? Intended learning outcomes. Each unit has it. Now, when you get to each unit as you are reading, try and take note of the intended learning outcomes. It will help you. It will help you to. It will guide you as you are reading, because as you are reading, you are jotting out notes, and at the end, you look at what you have read, your notes that you have jotted, whether you are understanding it, whether you are actually fulfilling or achieving the ILOs. That is why the ILOs is written there. It's not included there to make the book voluminous. No, it is there as your own feedback, as your guide, as you read. So let's say that it's a kind of your mirror. That is the only way you can mirror and know what you have learned. In ODL, or specifically in noun, we have 2 main forms of assessment. The formative assessment, which is meant to monitor your progress. It serves as a feedback for the facilitator and for you as the learner. For the facilitator, it helps the facilitator to know how far he or she has communicated and how you have understood what is being taught. For you as a learner, when like the formative assessment that you know is TMA. When you submit your TMA, it's marked, returned, you see your performance. It serves as a kind of it helps you to evaluate yourself, to see how far you are going, how far you have understood the course. Not just this particular course, all courses have their assessment. So in noun, we have two main forms of assessment. Now, the summative assessment is normally at the end of semester exams. The one that you people are very familiar with is the CBT, computer-based test, or POP, pen on paper, and other form of assessment. It is only this end of semester exams that most of you take seriously. Okay, they say exam is coming, exam is next week, then you start. I call that fire brigade approach. Fire brigade approach. So don't engage in fire brigade approach. Start reading early. Start reading early so that towards the end of exam, you will be quite at home, you'll be very comfortable, so you don't have to panic about. So now, look at this slide. That is an online session, typical of what is going on now. Take this to be your facilitator, myself. I'm seated far away, and you can see how all of you, the learners, are spread across the country, the globe, wherever you are assessing it. That is typically what we are doing. And you can see each and every one of you. I want to assume that each of you are represented here. You are seated calmly, responsibly, and receiving participating in the class. So let's look at ODL. Let's look at it from, let's discuss it now. What is ODL? How did it start? There are stages. ODL has gone through stages. I'm sure you must have read your course materials. You must have read it. And so you will know that it's in stages. It's in stages. And sometimes you also say, why ODL? Other forms of education. Why don't I even go to conventional universities? This course will answer that question. And of course, ODL has its own unique characteristics, different from conventional university. It is this characteristic that makes it very, very unique, different. And we get to know about it. So, stages of ODL. ODL has gone through correspondence stage. I'm sure you people know what is correspondence. Correspondence is not, it's no more common now, but in those days when ODL started, like the RSA, the London GCE, you will enroll for the exams or for the course. They will send you the course materials via post office. They will send you. Then post office was very functional. I don't know how it is now, because electronic media has made everybody not to maybe remember that post office exists. So you will enroll. At that time, we use the money order. It's money order. Banking system has not gotten to the stage it is now, as at that time. So it's money order. You fill it and detach the coupon by the side. Then you send it, put your application in an envelope, send. They will look at it, then send you the course materials, enroll you for the course. Then they will send you the exam timetable, everything you will need to know. And so, of course, they would have asked you to send your passports, which they will attach to the card that will admit you into the exam hall. That was the correspondence stage. But in Nigeria too, it started like that. And of course, it moved from that correspondence stage to sound and video signals stage, sound and video signals. And the sound and video signals, the sound that was by radio, there was a course that a particular time will be fixed, just like this one that is fixed. Then you tune to the radio, and you'll be receiving the course. You'll be receiving your lecture. And so from that stage, it moved on again to computer technology stage. That is the stage that we are now. I am summarizing all these things because that is what I am supposed to do as your facilitator. That is one of the uniqueness of ODL. We don't come to class and start reading the text, reading it word for word, page by page, like we do in the conventional universities. We come as facilitators to coordinate the class, and if there is any problem that you have, then of course we trash it. For some of you that are sending a chat, I will attend to it as much later. So the computer technology stage, that is where we are now, because this course is being anchored on computer technology. If you remove the technology, then of course this call I won't be seeing you. Maybe you will be accessing me just via audio, just like it will not be sound, the sound type of lecture. So that is the stage. Then, like I was saying, you say, why ODL? Why ODL? And I will say, why not ODL? Because ODL is actually where we are going, where the future is moving towards now. That is where the future is moving towards now. You may say, why do you say so? These days, when you gain admission into any conventional university, assuming you were working, you must resign your work to go to that conventional university, because you have to go to a particular class to sit and receive your lecture, unlike this one. And so no matter how lucrative that job is, because you want to access education, you will leave it and go to school. But then again, if you have established a good business that is thriving, that you are making progress, because, I want to improve myself academically, you must leave that business or relocate to a state or city where your school is situated. But with ODL, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. You remain where you are. You will still get the same quality of education, the same degree that is regarded, that is respected, that is acceptable all over the world, not just in Nigeria. So when people get to understand the advantages of ODL system, that is where the future is moving towards. And then, of course, in conventional university, there is the age that you may not even like to go to a conventional university, because you will be too old. You will be too old to be there. But ODL, you keep learning as long as, please mute yourself. Don't unmute yourself, please. With ODL, you keep learning. You keep learning, no matter how old you are, as long as you have the desire to read. As long as you have the desire to read. A typical example is our former president, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. Even as a president twice, he still went back. He still got his PhD from now. That's a typical example. So there is no time that you cannot enroll into ODL as far as you wish to learn. And so nothing like, the degree is inferior. No, the degree is highly acceptable because it's the same quality of education. Of course, it's the same people that you still have in those conventional universities that still lecture, that still act as your facilitators. So ODL is where the future is moving towards. And then, of course, what is the characteristics of ODL? What is this thing that makes ODL stand out? When you compare ODL with the conventional university, first, it is the separation of the teacher and the learner. Typical example, we are not in the same place. Like in my own university, when it is time for me to lecture, we go to our class. Each lecturer have their own, the lecture hall allocated to them. So the students go there, then I will go there as their lecturer, then I will teach them, I will talk, and at the end of the day, we leave. Yes, you will say, but you see yourself, we can maybe exchange pleasantries, shake hands and all that. That is just the only thing. But you are seeing me and I'm seeing you, except of course, if you stop the video, you don't want to be seen. That is the only way that I cannot see you, but you are seeing me. So that separation of teacher and learner is one thing that makes ODL stand out. You are separated. Some of you are receiving this lecture from Abuja, from Port Harcourt, from Enugu, some outside the country, but you are receiving the lecture. That is one unique thing. It cannot happen in a conventional university. Again, it is technology driven. Technology driven. Then somebody may argue that, well, in the conventional university, they also use technology to teach. Yes, may say that is blended learning. They can say, okay, everybody connect. But it is not as technology driven as ODL. Because when you come to the class, let's take, for instance, maybe it's word processing. Everybody comes to the class with their laptop. That is not technology driven, because as I'm still there physically, I'm still there, standing in front of them. So yes, they are there with their laptop practicing, but it is not technology driven. Technology driven is that it is made possible by technology, like the learning, learning management center, the directorate. They have put these things together. They are coordinating this lecture, not only this GST707. Other lectures are going on and they are coordinating it. It can only happen under ODL, not in conventional universities. They are seated in one place and they are coordinating it very well. So like you as a learner, if you don't have internet-enabled laptop or your cell phone, you cannot access this lecture. So everything about ODL is technology, because we have left the correspondence stage. We are no more doing correspondence stage. And then, of course, the one that I want to talk now, though I listed it last year, is learner-centered. Learner-centered. 80% of your success depends on you. 80%. 10% is from the facilitator, as I coordinate you, as I guide you, try to answer your questions, try to, those areas that you're having challenges, I guide you, I explain to you. Then the other 10% is grace. Yes, you will say, grace, only 10%. Yes, because God will not bring to your remembrance what you did not store there. That is why I said you have to read. Start reading from now. This lecture, this facilitation session will last for 8 weeks. 8 weeks. Do not wait until the exam timetable is out before you start running helter-skelter. start reading, trying to cram everything all at once. It will not work. It will not work. Your brain may not be able to digest everything, remember, help you to recall them in exam. And so, like I always say, in exam, you see some students, they are looking, trying to count the ceilings, trying to remember what they thought they have stored there, but they have not. They did not know that their brain is still trying to process it. Their brain is still trying to process what they have stored there, processing it. Yes, they may try to remember something, but they will not be able to put it in a proper perspective that they will be able to write it down. So that is one characteristic about ODL, learner-centered. Learner-centered is that you are the one that is driving the class. So like next time when we come to the class, I will expect questions based on what you have read. Based on what you have read. In the conventional university, what we do, I will go there, carry the course materials, I will read, dictate notes, and they take down the notes. Whether they understand it or not, I have dictated the note, then I will go. But for you, it's not like that. We believe in self-discovery. You read, when you read and you have some challenges and you ask questions and it's explained, you understand it better. So I want to encourage you once again to read. Always read ahead of time. Always read. Then, of course, it is affordable. We see affordability. Some of you may say, she does not know how much we pay. It's affordable. I know that now allows you to pay instrumentally, but of course you will need to pay everything before the exam. In the conventional university, we don't allow instrumental payment. You pay everything en bloc as you're enrolling. At the beginning of every session, you pay everything at once. You pay, then you register your courses. And so it's affordable. And of course, the fees may appear high to you, but when you break it down, you discover that it is still affordable. It's still affordable. And then, of course, interactivity. It's interactive. Like there is a time for class activity. When we get to class activity, then of course we will interact. We ask you questions and we will begin to interact with each other. But please, until that time, and even when we start, you don't unmute yourself until you are asked to unmute yourself. So it is very interactive. And that is why I tell people that when you miss any online session, you've missed a lot. Yes, you will access the recorded session, but it won't be like if you were there the live session. There are two different things. So we go to the class activity now. Please, if you want to answer this question, is there on the slide. I say list 5 advantages you have over your counterparts in the conventional universities as an ODL learner. So please, if you want to answer this question, maybe you want to list 1 or 2, raise your hand electronically. I don't want to say, excuse me, ma. No, I don't want to hear that. Just raise your hand electronically and I will recognize you. Victor Oshoke. But I'm not seeing your hand though. I said, all right. Okay, so Victor, you can unmute yourself now. You have the floor. I think if I call you Victor or Oshoke, which is convenient for, which is okay for you?
Whichever
Oshoke
goes.
or Oshoke or
Whichever, if
Victor?
you call me Mr. Victor or Oshoke, they both go.
No, I will call you Mr. Oshoke because we are Nigerians
Thank
now.
you.
All right. So,
Thank you,
Mr.
madam.
Oshoke, can
Thank
you just list 2 advantages you have as an ODL learner? What are these 2 advantages that you have over those in the conventional universities?
I would say it's convenient,
Right?
because I am sitting in my apartment and I'm taking my lectures.
Okay.
I didn't pay any amount of money to transport myself to the campus.
Right.
And I can still leave my headphones on and do something in the house while I am learning. Then,
Okay.
of course, yes, it's also affordable because I didn't pay transport. I didn't have to go and take lunch while in class, which means I
Okay.
spent some money. I can still go to my kitchen and take my food.
Okay.
It has a lot of advantages, but I just mentioned those 2.
All right. Thank you very much. I think you can hear him. And that is why I said that ODL is where the future is tending to. If I had this opportunity while I was in those days, I think I will. So let us balance it. Fumilayo, I want to unmute yourself.
Okay, ma.
I'm waiting.
Thank you, ma.
Unmute yourself. All right.
I've done that.
Okay.
Thank
So,
you, ma, for the lecture.
Don't mention the ones Mr. Oshoke has mentioned, though. Other advantages. That is what we want to hear.
I can say the advantage. All right, ma'am. Number 1 advantage for me is that I learn at my pace. Now I'm at home with my children. I don't need to be looking for someone to put them with to go for lectures. So I learn at my pace. Then it's more of technology. Now I'm thinking of getting a better phone. It's technology driven. It's driving me more to learn more about computer science. That is what I can say for now. Hello, ma. Hello, ma. Hello. Hello, ma. Network is bad. Hello, ma.
We can hear you. We don't know what happened to our own side there.
Hello, ma. We can hear you, but I think she's out of the class.
Maybe there's a network problem where she is, but we can hear you.
No problem. No. There is network issue with her. That's the reason. All right.
I think it's a network. She will rejoin back. She will rejoin back. She just left. She will rejoin back.
Someone should talk now. Okay, let's start from where
Maybe
she started.
maybe another person can give us our own explanation.
Coming now, yeah. So another was the advantage of it again. Another advantage of somebody else.
Okay, let's hear from Abiodun. Okay, Meta then.
What of you?
Okay. Let me do mine.
Can't you say I'm now the host? I've been made the host. So let's hear from Abiodun Kemeta.
Okay. So for me, some of the advantages we have discovered on this program is this. Like 1, I do not have to miss my class. Unlike the conventional system whereby you might miss a class, and when you miss a class, you know what it means. You have to look for someone to bring materials from. the notes they jot down during the lecture. So in this case, whenever I miss a class, I can always go back to the video and replay and get some stuff I need. Then secondly, no distraction from my course mates. When I'm in class in a conventional way, there are times that your course mates who might not be listening, they will want to like distract you. But in this case, I'm all alone, listening attentively and getting everything I need to get. Then lastly, I learned I can always save my fees in my wallet. So when the time comes for me to pay my fees, and I've saved already beforehand, I don't think it will be difficult for me paying and registering for my courses. So I think these are some of the advantages to the conventional system. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Okay, the next person, please.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, everyone. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, we can hear
Yes,
you.
we can hear.
Okay, for me,
Hello, we can hear you.
I will go with the being accessible in that I'm into catering. The first class, for instance, I was actually doing a catering job. And immediately after my job, I still went out to do some other running around. I could actually go back to my dashboard and go and listen all over again to the class. And that is the fact that it's accessible. It's accessible to those that are in class, that were in class, and those that were not in class. And the second one is that I can easily interact like we are doing now. The lecturer is not in class.
It's okay.
We network, but we are
No,
interacting with
she's back.
ourselves.
She's back.
It's okay. It's
Welcome, ma'am.
okay. It's all
All right,
right.
ma'am. Okay,
So sorry is one of those things. It's one of those.
You're welcome.
Whatever have advantage has its own equal disadvantages.
Welcome back.
Yes.
And so, so somebody was contributing before the interruption. So we're almost rounding up, but let me listen to Adeola's contribution. She was talking while I was off.
Okay, ma'am. I was saying that the accessibility of all the materials needed online is the fantastic thing for me. Materials are accessible, videos are accessible, everything is accessible at my own time. Then interaction with classmates, interaction with with our lecturer is actually a plus for me. Thank you, ma'am.
Agree with you. So if you go through your course material, you will see a whole lot of the advantages. Like I did say, it's only because, wow. It's only because people, let me say, we never had this opportunity. We never had the opportunity when, I mean, in those days. That's why many people will resign their work, left their business. At the end of the day, when you graduate and come out, you start looking for a job. You start looking for a job. So they say that you can even take a job that is far below what you had before you went to school. But with ODL, you don't need to lose your job. You continue with your career, pursue your career, your job, your business. You are making progress. In fact, you are winning on all sides. That is the way I see ODL. And I want to encourage you people to always read. I cannot help emphasizing it. I don't like fire brigade approach. It has not helped anybody. Fire brigade approach. Oh, exam is coming next week. Oh, you want to read everything. I don't know how many courses you chose to register, because in in ODL, you are free to register as many or few courses as you feel you can carry, depending on your ability to cope. So if it is maybe 3 courses, 4, 5, or 8 courses, as the case may be, start reading them now. Do not wait. Have a timetable. Have a timetable. By the time we meet, like next time, you will be able to understand why ODL is very important. And this very course, like I call this course the foundation of all the courses, is the foundation. Then Juan and Abiodun, we may not be able to take all your own contributions, but I'm quite happy that everybody has something to say. That is what gladdens my heart, because if I come like during class activity and I say, okay, I ask a question and nobody, it will mean that nobody prepared to come to the class. Nobody prepared at all. You just came to listen. No, this is not conventional university. For those of you that are coming from conventional university, it is not like that with ODL. It's not, I don't come, did you see me reading any note? Ali, you are welcome. I saw you before, but network has not repented. Let me put it that way. So yes, you also want to say something? So get prepared next week. Next week you will say so, and I'm quite glad at least we have a number of participants today. That shows me that you are already working. For those of you that were not with us last week, Aliyu is our class captain, and he's been assisted by who is assisting you, Aliyu?
Rebecca.
Odeka, yes. So
I have opened the WhatsApp group which you instructed last week, and I did my best. So many people that have registered for the course. I tried to get your phone number to add you to that, but it was not.
No, but I did.
I sent you.
Did.
Joined?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Please, can you mute yourself, please? Can you mute your
number to join?
The number, you just go.
And today we number to join.
I mean,
just go to the course page.
The WhatsApp group.
After the lecture, you can.
Please share the link in the chat so we can just click on it now.
Please, after the lecture, you can contact Ali. You will do that. So please, next week, please, there's something I want to say because I have stopped recording. Please, I observe that some of you are accessing the lecture from your bedrooms. Please, it is not advisable. This lecture is being recorded and it can be accessed by anybody, anywhere in the world. And I wouldn't think, personally, I wouldn't like my bedroom supposed to be my private, it's my private room. So please, next time, if you must stay there, do well to hide those things that will let us know where you are. Maybe like your clothes, your bed and pillow. You may say, what about someone that is sick and may not be able to? There's still a way you can rearrange the setting and nobody will know, because this video, you can access it anytime. You never can tell who will access the video. Then, of course, when we are coming, sometimes people will say, oh, the weather is hot, or I'm in my house. You just wear your singlet for the men, or the women, they will just wear the one we call spaghetti. That's a tiny hand. And some will tie wrapper on their chest, just tie the wrapper like that. Say, I'm in my house, I'm not going to the class. No, that's what we call etiquette, or we call it network etiquette. That's what I call netiquette. So if you dress well when you are going to the class, when you are coming online, you dress well. We are not saying wear expensive clothes. No. expensive clothes does not mean good dressing. Simple and just simple like that, please. Because when I saw it, I didn't want to embarrass anybody. I just kept it. I don't want to say it where we're recording it. But because I've stopped recording, so I want to say it.
Okay.
So that we can know, because this one is quite different. It's different from the conventional university. Even the conventional university, we have dress code. We have dress code. So please, just look at Aliyu. He's dressed like a senator. Then all of you are well dressed. Then I saw a sister a while ago. So I think we should. For those of you that are asking how to join, you just access the course page, that GST707 course page. You scroll down to online facilitation. You will see the online there. And of course, you just click from there to join. Understand?
So it's not working for everybody, especially trying to do it from your laptop. It's not working. It's requiring ID and passcode.
No, it's not working like that. Okay, yes. In that case now, Aliyu showed the link just now. There is a link. If it's not working for you like that, Aliyu, can you share the link on the WhatsApp platform so that everybody can get it?
The e-learning. For the e-learning.
So just watch out. Aliyu will do that.
Thank you, man. Let him share it on the WhatsApp link,
yes,
the ID and the passcode, so that we can join from our laptops.
So once he shares it, it's very simple. You can join from there. Or just look at this chat section. You can see it is there. He has already put it on the chat there. It's very simple, but this one is for the WhatsApp. Aliyu, I don't know. I hope you are giving them the correct link.
Yes, the one I posted now is for the WhatsApp. For the e-learning on the WhatsApp group, but I will still post it here on the chat section now.
All right, please do that. So that they themselves that are using their cell phone, they can also access, because the person that spoke just now made a very solid point. It's very easy when you are using a laptop, you just click from the course page. But if it's your cell phone, you will have some problems. But whether you are using your cell phone or your laptop, I expect you to join. Ali, you are still raising up your hand. Do you still have anything you want to say? Because we want to sign off.
No, ma, I don't have anything. I have lowered my hand.
So that is our closing anthem, and see you next week by the grace of God. So until then, keep learning and keep working. Make progress on both sides. So bye.
Bye, ma.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma. Bye, ma.
Bye, ma. Thank you very much, ma.
All right.
Thank you, ma. Yeah, very good.
Bye. Thank you very
Take
much.
care.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye, ma.
Bye, ma.
Bye.
So next week, please come early, so that we can interact before the class properly.
Okay, ma.
Okay, ma. Thank you, ma.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you, ma. Bye.